We're gonna go 4 rounds here where you're gonna do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest, and we're gonna go back and forth between 2 movements. The first one is jumping jacks, which you can jump those or step them, and I'll show you both options. And then we're gonna come down to a forearm plank, and we'll go back and forth between those two movements for 4 rounds, and then we'll get a little bit stretchy after that, okay? All right, we'll start in about 30 seconds. All right, we're gonna start with those 20 seconds of jumping jacks. Here we go, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, go. So for jumping, right, as your arms come up, your feet come out, looking to touch those fingertips at the top. You can also step these, right? So right foot comes out, bring it together. Either one are fine. You do a combination of both also. And rest. All right, next we're gonna be down on our forearms, right, for a plank. 3, 2, 1, up. We're only here for 20 seconds, so get right in it. So if you look down at your hands, they should be kind of like an 11. 10 more seconds here. Get active in those legs. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, next we're back to our feet, back to jumping jacks, round number 2. 2, 1, go. So looking to move, get our heart rate up a little bit. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right, we'll be back to that forearm plank. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, up. So those elbows should be right underneath your shoulders. You can also think about getting active in your back, right? We're not sinking down, we're pushing through our shoulder blades there. Also, if you find your knees are bent, push through your heels, hamstrings towards the ceiling. 2, 1, rest. All right, halfway there, back to your feet. Round 3, 2, 1, go. Jumping jacks. Nice work, y'all. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right, back to that plank. Finishing round 3. 3, 2, 1, up. Get in it and get active. Another thing in this plank, you can think about tucking your tailbone under a little bit and bringing your belly button, your navel back to your spine. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right, round number 4, jumping jacks. 2, 1, go. Last time here. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, last set of planks. Then we're gonna do a little stretching. 3, 2, 1, up. Good, you're always making those little adjustments about how you can get a little more active and also getting your hips squared out, right? We don't want one hip popping up higher than the other. 2, 1, rest. Woohoo! All right, next, we're gonna do some dynamic spiders, and all that is some hip mobility there. So go ahead and come up into a high plank or top of the push-up position, and then take your right foot up off the ground and bring it forward, set it on the ground outside your right hand, and then drop that back knee. So in that position, check, is your knee right over your ankle? If it's not, move, right? Move that foot where it is, okay? And then from here, what I want you to do is push on the inside of that right knee. You might even come on the pinky side edge of your right foot. Let that left hip come a little bit more towards the ground. Pull your right shoulder back, and then look back. Take a couple breaths here. Keep pushing on that right knee. And then square your shoulders back to the front again, bringing that right foot flat on the ground. We're gonna go to a half split. So shift those hips back towards your heel, and then you're gonna flex that right toe towards your face. You know, you can keep as much of a bend in that front leg as you want. You're just looking to get in that right hamstring. Lean over that front leg. Keep flexing that right toe. And then crawl back forward. Take your left knee off the ground. Both hands are inside your right foot. Take that right foot back to meet your left. Back in your high plank. And then let's go the other side. Lift your left foot up. Bring it forward. Set it outside your left hand. And then drop that right knee. And hang tight there for a second while I check someone in. Okay, so from that position, right, come on the pinky side edge of your left foot, and then take that left hand, push on the inside of your left knee. Let that right hip kind of come heavy. Pull that left shoulder back, look over that left shoulder. Keep pushing on the inside of that left knee. And then square your shoulders back to the front. That left foot's gonna be flat. Shift those hips back. Leaning over that front leg, flexing that left toe. And then you might even tuck your chin, right? It's, again, what we're looking to stretch is that left hamstring. So there's lots of different ways that we can get into that hamstring. All right, crawl back forward. Both hands inside that left foot. Pop that back knee off the ground, and then left foot back to meet your right. We're back in our high plank. We're gonna do that a couple more times, but we're gonna go a little faster. So right foot lifts, bring it forward, back knee comes down, push on the inside of that right knee, pull that right shoulder back, square it to the front, back to that half split, lean over that front leg, flex that right toe, crawl it back forward, back knee comes off the ground. We're back in our high plank. Left foot lifts, bring it forward outside that left hand. Right knee drops, push on the inside of that left knee. Look over that left shoulder. Square it back to the front, back to your half split. Crawl it back forward, back to your high plank. And then go ahead and do one more each side at your own pace there. One more each side, your own pace. Nice work, y'all. These are such a good way to warm up those hips. Once you're done with those, you can go ahead and lay down on your back. No rush, finish them. Lay down on your back, looking face up. All right, from here, we're gonna do some iron cross. So airplane your arms out, straight out about shoulder height there. Your head is gonna be relaxed on the ground, right? Let those shoulders kind of sink into the ground. You can relax here. You can go palms down or palms up, that's really up to you. But go ahead and lift your right leg straight up. You can keep whatever bend in the knee that you want, right? It's really gonna depend on your hamstring flexibility. But flex your right toe, and then you're just gonna try to bring that right leg towards your left side. Depending on your room, right, how much space you have, you might just wanna bend your knee, and that's totally fine. So keep that right shoulder on the ground, look over towards your right hand. You might even put your left hand on your right knee to add a little more weight if that feels good. You might get a little back adjustment there. And then go ahead and bring it back to center. Set that right foot back down. We'll go the other way. So left leg comes up, flex that toe, either bend your knee or keep it straight, and then bring it towards that right side. Keep your left shoulder on the ground, or try to, and look over towards that left hand. All right, bring that left leg back to center, left leg down. Let's go 2 more each side. So right leg up, bring it to the side, bring it back to center, right leg down, left leg lifts, come to that right side, back to center, 1 more each side. Right leg up, over to the left, back to center, left leg up, to the right side, and back to center, and left leg comes down. Next, we're gonna go to a scorpion, which is kind of like the opposite of the iron cross. So go ahead and lay down, stomach down this time. I think we did these last week, but where you put your arm is up to you, right? You could go, we got 3 options: goalpost, Y, or T, okay? And again, where we wanna feel this is in the front of our right shoulder, in that pec. I really like the goalpost position. So I'm gonna put my right ear on the ground, my left hand is gonna go underneath my left shoulder, and then left leg's gonna come up and over to the right side, kind of like a scorpion tail. So you can push into that left hand, get a little more weight onto that right shoulder. Depending on your hips, right, you might be able to open that left hip a little bit, or you can just let it, relax. All right, roll back to center. Right hand comes underneath that right shoulder. Left arm comes out to that T or cactus, and then right leg's gonna come up and over to that left side. Again, pushing into that right hand. Try to get some weight onto that left shoulder. And then what you do with your right knee is up to you, whether you want to open it up a little bit more. All right, roll back to center. Right arm out, left leg comes up and over. We're gonna go 2 more each side. All right, roll it back to center, left arm out, right leg up and over. Back to center, 1 more each side. Back to center, 1 more on the other side. And go ahead and roll back to center. Tuck those hands right underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, get your quads off the ground, right? And then from here, you're just gonna come up to that high plank, and then go ahead and walk your hands all the way back to your feet, and then slowly coming up to stand. Getting that head up last. And then we'll dive into the next part of what we're doing today. Whew, all right. Oh yeah, we're playing a game. This is fun. I think it's fun. I know a couple of you are probably tired of it because we played it last quarter, but that's okay. I still think it's fun, and I've played it a lot. All right, so it's called Deck of Cards. So I have a standard, ace through king, or a 2 through ace, whichever way you want to look at it. And we're gonna work through these for 10 minutes, okay? So I'll shuffle them up. I'll just peel from the top. And so face cards are all worth 10. 10s are worth 10, 9s are worth 9s. We'll go aces are worth 1s. So, and what that means is you just do 1 rep, right? But if you got a king, then you would do 10 reps. And we'll just keep ticking through it for 10 minutes, see how many cards we can get. I think last quarter we were, hovering somewhere between the 26 to 30 cards within that 10 minutes, okay? So we have a few different movements we're gonna do. The first one is for spades, and you're gonna do a burpee, okay? So burpees in this class mean getting your body all the way to the ground, so your chest is touching and lying on the ground, and then getting back up. And when you get up, you're looking to do like a little jump, right? Get your feet off the ground. So let's try a couple of those together. So go ahead and get to your feet if you're not there yet, okay? And so first part of a burpee is putting our hands on the ground, okay? So just do this with me, right? So I'm gonna put my hands on the ground in front of my feet. My feet are gonna be flat. And then from here, I'm either going to jump back and drop my legs, or I could also step back and get my chest all the way down. And then once I'm down here, it's not a push-up, right? Save push-ups for push-ups. Burpees are not push-ups. And then from here, I'm just kind of worming my way up jumping forward, landing with flat feet, and then it's a little jump at the top, okay? So let's try 2 more of those, okay? Hands down, jump or step back, jump forward, land with those flat feet, and a little jump at the top. Okay, so that's our burpee. So if we were to get a 4 of spades, we would do 4 of those. Cool. All right, our next one is hearts, right? Air squats. We did a lot of these last class, but let's just check them out, talk about a few things there. So feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. As far as the positioning of your feet, the more forward facing your toes are, let's work for that. But your hips might require you to open your feet a little bit more, and that's totally fine, okay? Go ahead and put your hands out at about chest height. Pretend like you're shutting that car door, reaching those hips back. We're pushing our knees out at the same time, and then coming down into that full squat, and then back up to stand. So go ahead and try 4 of those. See how they're feeling. Remember, really push those knees out. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze the quads at the top. So that's our hearts, right? So if we were to just get an ace, sweet, 1 quick air squat. Next one, clubs. This is a new movement for us, right? So clubs are like a sprinter sit-ups are like a 1-leg V-up. So go ahead and lay down on the ground, face up. And if we were to get a 7, that would mean we would do 4 on one side, 3 on the other. So in a sprinter sit-up, you're gonna lay long. And then as you come up, you're gonna come up kind of into a V and then touch opposite finger to toe, right? So go ahead and try 4 of those, 2 each side. See how those feel for you. Nice. On these, sometimes it's kind of the timing, figuring out the timing on those. And you can always bend your knee too. If that feels a little bit better, you can bend your knee on those. All right, and then our last movement is a plank, and we're gonna do a high plank today, knee to elbow. So this would be diamonds. It's exactly as it sounds, but it's not a mountain climber, right? In a mountain climber, oftentimes your hips are really high, whereas we're going to stay in our high plank, and then we're just trying to curl that knee under, making contact with knee to elbow. So that would be 1, that would be 2. So go ahead and try 4 of those. See how those plank knee to elbow are feeling. Awesome. Those get hard. I think those get really, really, really challenging. So, okay, y'all, we'll all set the clock for 10 minutes. And we'll just keep ticking through the cards, see how many we can get done within that 10 minutes. Let me give it one more good shuffle. Maybe grab a sip of water, get your music bumping if it's not already. It's only 10 minutes here is all we're gonna do. Okay. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. What will be our first card? Take it from the top. Ooh, it's a big one. 10 of hearts. All right, 10 air squats. So go ahead and get to your feet. Here we go. Get them done, right? Full depth, come to stand. You got 10 reps. Good, keep pushing those knees out. Keeping all 4 corners of your feet on the ground. Nice depth, y'all. Yeah, those look awesome. All right, next one, 4 of spades. So you got 4 burpees, chest to deck. You can step or jump, but land with those flat feet or step, right? Flat feet to jump. Get that chest all the way down. Burpees are a great cardio movement. They don't take a lot of space. Ooh, one more of those, one more burpee. Ace of spade. Quick one. Oh, dang. We're getting all the spades out of the way. 3 more burpees, y'all. All right, well, we just did a total of 8 of those. And what do we got next? Woo, Queen of Hearts. 10 more spades, or 10 more squats. Air squats, 10 reps. Queen of Hearts. Keep pushing those knees out. Working to get that full depth. Hip crease below your knees. Drive through those heels. You stand up. Nice job. All right, 2 of diamonds. So you're on your high plank. You go knee to elbow, 1 each side. Try to bring it forward. Touch that exact knee to your exact elbow. Just 1 each side. And then you're on your feet. You got 1 air squat. 1 quick air squat. And then we got a 2 of clubs, 2 sprinter sit-ups on your back. Fingertips to toes. 1 each side. Ooh, big one. All right, then we're into that high plank. You got 10 knee to elbow, 5 each side there. You want to make these more difficult, you can always cross, right? Go right knee to left elbow, but you got 5 each side. Working to keep those hips low in that plank position. All right, once you're done with those, back to your feet. You got 9 air squats. Getting those legs this morning. 9 reps. Good pace, y'all. Yes, nice, Emma. Great squats. All right, this is a big one. 10 burpees. Let's get that heart rate up. Come on. Queen of spades, 10 reps. Let's go. Land with those flat feet. Try to make these as efficient as possible. Every rep is the same. Ten reps there. We're already 4 minutes in. Nice, you all are fast, awesome. All right, diamonds. 10, plank knee to elbow. High plank, 5 each side. Try to keep those hips low. Going for 5 each side here. Ooh, yeah, nice. Good job, y'all. All right, 7 of clubs, 7 sprinter sit-ups, so you're on your back. Go 4 one side, 3 on the other. Going for 7 there. And then we got a quick one. 1 more sprinter sit up. That one that was uneven. You go get it. Whoop. And then 6 burpees. So get on your feet. Come on. Let's go, y'all. We're over halfway done. 6 reps here. Nice job, y'all. Way to move. Those aren't easy. They can sometimes get you a little dizzy even. All right, once you're done with those, we're on our back. You got 6 sprinter sit-ups. 3 each side. Nice job, y'all. Way to work. Only 4 minutes left. Getting quite a stack of cards over here. That's awesome. Then on your feet, you got 8 air squats. Keep working. Keep going, y'all. 8 reps here. Come on. There we go. Good job. All right. Ooh, it's a big one. Diamonds, plank, knee to elbow for 10. 5 each side here. Come on. Same knee, same elbow. Or go opposite if you want a little more challenge. Those ones are a great hip mobility movement too. Those aren't easy. All right, y'all, less than 3 minutes left. We got another club. So on your back, 2 sprinter sit-ups each side. Yeah, getting there. All right, 6 of diamonds. Back to that high plank, knee to elbow, 3 each side. Maybe try opposite knee to elbow this time. Oh, it's a big one. Back on your back, 9 sprinter sit-ups. Come on. 2 minutes, y'all. How many cards can we get? All right, what do we got? Ooh, let's go. We're gonna get that midline. Let's go. 10 more of those bad boys. Come on, 10 more sprinter sit-ups. Let's go. Nice job, y'all. Way to work. Almost done. Got about 80 seconds left is all. All right, onto your feet. You got 10 air squats. 10 air squats. Push those knees out. Work to get that full depth. Keep that chest up. Right? We don't want to squat here. We want that nice proud chest at the bottom. Less than a minute. All right, a lot of diamonds today. All right, back to that high plank. 5 each side, knee to elbow. Same side or cross, it's up to you. Try to keep those hips level. Nice work, y'all. 30 seconds is all. Back to your feet. 10 air squats, come on. Or excuse me, 4, not 10, 4. Just got decided, only 4. If we were in the classroom, you all would have been yelling at me there. All right, last one. Let's go. 5 sprinter sit-ups and we're done, y'all. 5 sprinter sit-ups. This is it. All right. We did it. All right, catch your breath. Grab a sip of water. I'm going to count out how many cards we got. Felt like a lot. Felt like we did a lot of the plank knee to elbow. A lot of diamonds in our day. Maybe that's a good thing. Okay. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I believe that's exactly half of the deck. So maybe that means it would take another 10 minutes to get through the second half of the deck. Awesome job, y'all. That's a super fun game. You know, you can always change the movements. If any of you are, you know, babysit or, you know, watch your younger siblings or anything like this, that can be a fun game to keep kids busy. And of course, you could make up all kinds of different, you know, exercises and activities for them to do there. So, all right. Whoo-wee. Let me get the last part of what we're going to do here. So if you have dumbbells, get those. If you don't have a dumbbell, get a like a PVC pipe or a broomstick will work really well. Or if you have a couple like gallon jugs will work really well. A backpack would even work for our movements here, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go every minute on the minute, 16 minutes of work. You got 4 movements and 4 rounds. So on the very first minute, you're gonna do 14 lunges, okay? These will be unweighted this first day, unless you're, you know, if you're used to doing weighted lunges and you have that ability at your house, go for it. But if you're, you know, new to these types of movements, just go unweighted and they'll be plenty challenging here, okay? So go ahead and get to your.
Is this good for like a broom?
That's perfect. Yes, good, perfect. Okay, so first let's try those lunges though. So go ahead and get to your feet and then put your hands on your hips. So positioning wise, we want to make sure that our shoulders stay over our hips, okay? So there's, you know, so many different ways you can do lunges. I'm going to show you a couple of them. So there's a reverse lunge. So I'm going to step back with my right foot and then I'm going to just drop that right knee to the ground. So you'll notice my shoulders are over my hips and my front heel is flat on the ground. So then from here, I'm gonna push off that front heel to come back, right? So step back, dropping that knee. So try a couple there with that reverse. And when you step back, think about your feet staying wide, right? We're not on a tightrope, so you're feeling like you're getting wobbly there, but really step nice and wide there, okay? And then the other option we can do is step forward, right? So step forward, drop that back knee, shoulders are still over hips, push off that front heel, and then come back. So try 4 there, 2 each side on your lunges. Perfect. Nice. Jackson and Creston, I like seeing the double screens. That's awesome. Okay, so that's our first minute, right? So you have a full 60 seconds, 14 lunges. You're looking to get 7 each leg. You can decide whether you want to do them forward or back. It's really up to you, okay? All right, our next movement is lemon squeezers. So go ahead and lay down on the ground face up. So another core movement here, right? So if I lay down, my arms are going to be extended forward, palms facing down, and then I'm looking to crunch my knees in towards my chest, touch my fingertips to my heels, and then open back up. So squeeze it in, open back up. So try 4 of those. You know, a big part of that is just the balance and the control. So just figuring out the timing on those. So the second minute you have 20 lemon squeezes, okay? All right, the third minute is a dumbbell clean and jerk, okay? But if you don't have a dumbbell, your broomstick like Emma has is gonna work great there, and I'll demo with that here in a moment. But first I wanna utilize our Canvas classroom here. So we have our movement library, and we're going to do a dumbbell power clean to a push jerk. He's squatting all the way down. We are not going to do that. We're going to, catch it a little bit higher than that today. But so let's watch this. So he's bringing the weight from the ground up to his shoulders, using his hips. Up, bring the weight up. And then the jerk overhead would be that dip, drive the weight up overhead, and then stand up. clean it up. Then he's gonna dip, drive the weight up overhead. So that would be our dumbbell clean and push jerk there. Keenan, are you saying limited space in like your ability to go overhead? Oh yeah, Daphne, I'll go over that in a second.
No, I meant I don't have a very wide space to work with.
Okay, do you have it like, is it wide enough for like a towel to lay down?
A little.
Okay, we should be okay then. It shouldn't take a ton of room, but let's play with it a little bit. So get whatever equipment you have, whether that's, you know, dumbbells or something that represents a dumbbell. I'm going to demonstrate with a stick, right, which is like a broomstick. So if you know, need to run and get that, go for it. So this is just a little PVC stick from like Lowe's or Home Depot. So these can be a great thing to have for your home gym. There's a lot of good stretches you can do with it. And it kind of is like a barbell in learning different movements there, okay? Okay, so go ahead and stand up with whatever equipment you have, right? So if I'm using my stick, my hands are gonna be about thumbs distance away from my quads and grabbing the stick there, okay? If I'm using dumbbells, they'll just be hanging at my sides, okay? All right, so a clean, we're gonna do a hang clean. So our bar or our weight is gonna start at our knees here, okay? So from this position, we push those hips back, right? Our shin is nice and vertical here, right? We're not forward, we're back right here. And so with a clean, you're gonna scoop that weight up into the hips, you shrug up, and then you drop down underneath of it, getting your elbows through. So full speed, up, and then I come all the way to stand. So start at my knees, and I'm here, okay? If I wanna use dumbbells, starting just outside my knees, I'm gonna come up, nice big shrug, use those hips to receive the weight in a partial front squat, and then back to stand. So try a couple of those cleans with just the weight there. We're not going overhead yet. Nice, Isaac. Good, Gingy. There you go, Emma. All right, if you don't have any equipment, you know, you can always get books. Like books actually work pretty good. You know, just anything that you can hold on to that's gonna, you know, it's gonna work your grip there and just the positioning, okay? So that's the first part of the movement is the clean. Next you have the jerk, and this is where you're gonna go overhead here. So whatever you're using for your weight, bring it to that. This is our front rack position. Right, so the weight's gonna be resting on our shoulders, elbows will be slightly in front of the weight. And then our first move is a dip, kind of like if you've ever seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right? I think the Oompa Loompas, they kind of do this little dance. That's what our dip is. It's very small and then it's explosive to get the weight overhead, right? So it's dip, punch the weight up, drop back underneath the weight, and then stand. Right, so try a couple of those. Dip, drive the weight up, drop back under it. And then once you've tried a couple of those, now let's put them together, right? So we're gonna start with the clean. We're gonna start right above the knee, scoop it up into the hips. We're in that front rack, and then we're going up overhead with it. Bring it back down, coming overhead. So try a few of those with whatever weight you're using there, right? If your weights are really heavy, you can also do one arm, right? So if I do one arm, it's gonna start in the center of my body, but I'm still gonna clean it up, and then I'm only using one one dumbbell or one weight to come up overhead there. So that's definitely our hardest, most technical movement there. Just do your best, right? Really think about the technique and the form. Your most powerful part in your body is your hips, right? So you're using your hips to get that weight up, right? It's not a bicep curl or something like that, okay? And then our last movement will be a 40-second plank there, okay? Shoot, it is already 11:45. How did we get here already? Okay, all we have time then, folks, we have time for one round, and then I'm gonna send you on your way. You can do the other 3 rounds on your own, okay? All right, let's do this. So we got 4 minutes here together. We're gonna start with the lunges. 10 seconds. We're going 6 each leg here, or no, 7 each leg here. 3, 2, 1, go. So you can either step back or step forward, it's up to you. But you got 14 reps here. Again, if you find that you're falling, step a little wider with that back foot, but always pushing that front knee out. Getting those 14 reps in, 7 each leg, and then go ahead and rest. Next, we're gonna be on to those lemon squeezers. So laying down, face up. 20 seconds, you got 20 reps here. Here we go, 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So palms facing down, trying to reach those fingertips to your heels. Going for 20. If you gotta break them up, that's fine. You got a full 60 seconds. "20 reps and rest." Oh yeah, those are a good core movement. All right, and then we're back to our feet once you're done with those. We've got our clean and jerks. 12 reps here. So bringing that weight from your knees up to your shoulders and then shoulders to overhead. 5 seconds, going for 12 reps here in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're over top, right? Biceps by the ears, nice stacked position. Going for 12. But you know, with those 12, go ahead and rest. We got 20 seconds, and then we got our last plank. We're gonna be in a high plank this time, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, up. So spread those fingers out wide. Try to push through those palms, create a little doming between your shoulder blades. And get active in those legs, push through the heels, hamstrings towards the ceiling. Tailbone is slightly tucked under, belly button back to spine. Got 15 more seconds, y'all. So close. 10 more, come on. You're shaking, that's okay. Fighting through it. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Hoo-wee. All right, well, we didn't get through quite all of it, but you can do the other three rounds on your own there.